Good afternoon. So, what is real innovation? I'm here in the hotel just practicing basically a TED talk basically that I'm warming up to. I haven't even pitched to TED talks. I'm just experimenting, but innovation has long been a study area of mine. Um, my research, real innovation is humanistic rather than technological based. Um, and there's a lot of brands out there that are struggling with their creativity for branding um, in terms of B2B marketing. Um, and I think, one thing I've learned in life through each bad experience that I've had is that emotional intelligence and innovating in yourself creates better products. So I think that in companies, although that you put a team together and they're all good at what they do, if they're not practicing self innovation, so under my research, that's the ability for you to look upon yourself and assess your thoughts, behaviors, and feelings. So, in a way, you're becoming a counselor for yourself rather than go to a counselor and a GP. I think that in this world where, we're too trained to outsource our problems rather than look upon ourselves with the pandemic and this recession and lots of things happening, energy crisis, it's a lot on the mind. Um, and I really support, you know, other thought leaders that are trying to champion innovation in a humanistic way. Because if you can put, teams together, if you can put people that want to work together and coach each other, I think that's a better way of doing business. So these are just some of my early thoughts about what real innovation is. It's humanistic. It's based on emotional intelligence. It's creative thinking. It's getting around a table. It's being open about how we're feeling, and if anything, it's new research because although EQ has been around for many years, I don't think we've really applied it well enough in terms of business performance and life performance. Because life is a journey, as we know, and through reflection, I was only able to improve my emotional intelligence. Um, I read a lot because I'm a thought leader, um, and I look at the relationship between the feelings of a human and their emotional intelligence, their mental well-being, their journey of life. So to put better teams together in companies and in schools and leadership teams and so forth, I think it's good practice to understand that innovation should not just be based on the technology that we create because we're not all technical savvy, we're not all software developers. Real innovation comes from creative thinking, uh, but more so, how is that person's emotions when they're in that creative process? Because if they hit a wall, for example, they have a stressful moment, they might not be as creative. So, really, we need to understand self innovation and our ability to self assess ourselves and you know, how are we feeling today? How can we better ourselves? Are we ready for that meeting, etc. So I'm hoping that makes sense. Um, this is a very small format TED Talk warm up that I might do in the future. I don't know. Um, hope it does make sense because as a former teacher, everything I talk about, I want people to understand it in its simplest form. So I'll move away from big jargon words, which I think currently marketing needs to move away from, and technology itself, because innovation upon here, upon LinkedIn, I think it's too thought about in a technical sense. And we need to move into a humanistic direction of emotional intelligence thinking to align what we're doing. So that's, the technology we're building, the AI and all that stuff, but also how is that human feeling and trying to meet in the middle so we can create really strong innovation teams. Now, a quick note before I end, innovation teams are small teams put together in companies that operate with autonomy and they have a budget and they can do things, they can move faster than other teams around them. I think that's a better way to move forward and currently in this recession rather than outsource innovation. grow it in house, and I think venture capitalists will rise upon that. So it's a good investment for the company, and also if you're trying to get your IPO or you're trying to increase performance in companies, self innovation, the humanistic side is a much better approach rather than just looking at, oh, we need to invest in that technology for the future. Again, hope that makes sense. I'm Stephen Fahey, founder of the Learning for You family. I'm here with you talking about what real innovation is. If you like this video, please follow me here on LinkedIn as I continue my research and journey in between the relationship with emotional intelligence and mental well-being. Thank you for watching. Wherever you are in the world, take care. Bye for now.